Beneath storm-drenched skies over Europe, the bloodiest 24 hours of World War II begin. Distant artillery rumbles like thunder across the dark horizon. Nations hold their breath. Armies wait. The battlefield prepares to devour men whole. Inside a German bunker, a general hovers over a map stained with sweat and old blood. Radios buzz with static. Orders whisper through tense air. The offensive is ready. When it begins, the world will feel its fury. Across the lines, Allied soldiers crouch in mud-filled trenches, hands wrapped around cold rifles. Faces exhausted, eyes determined. A radio flares alive. The enemy is on the move. The storm isn't coming. It's here. And they must stand or fall where they fight. In the forest, a Soviet scout whispers coordinates. A single gunshot cuts him silent. The first death of a day that will drown history in red. German engines awaken. Tanks roar forward, tearing the earth beneath them. Steel advances like a monster breathing smoke and fire. In the Allied command tent, officers clash. Hold the line or retreat. Every decision costs lives. Every wrong turn could bury thousands. A sniper waits in ruined stone, breath calm, finger steady. Through his scope, an officer. One squeeze, a body falls. But German troops surge harder, relentless. His shots echo, but the tide does not break. An Allied squad is ambushed. Bullets shred the air. Explosions tear the ground apart. Men scream, fade, fall. Chaos reigns, yet they fight on. Because surrender is death by another name. Panzers break through. Fire spreads. The Allied line snaps. Steel crushes bone. The day turns savage. War cares nothing for heroes, only survivors. Private James Carter drags himself through mud, bleeding, breathing in pain. Fog swallows his cries. Alone, shaking, he hides behind a shattered tree, knowing death stalks close. And death has a name. Obersturmbannführer Klaus Reinhardt. Cold, commanding, no mercy. His words unleash soldiers into fog, like ghosts. Machine guns roar, mortars scream. The Allied defense collapses into slaughter. But the Allies strike back. Hilltop artillery fires thunder into the darkness. Explosions light the fog, revealing hell. Bodies flung aside like broken dolls. Gunners work until hands blister, firing each shell like a prayer. In a shattered church, medic Henry Dawson moves through pain and blood. Walls shake under bombardment, but his hands never tremble. He stitches wounds, whispers comfort he cannot promise. Some men he saves, others slip away like smoke. War corrupts. Private Eric Schmidt raises his rifle at a captured British lieutenant. The man's eyes plead. But orders are orders. The shot cracks. The lieutenant falls. Schmidt's soul breaks, though the war marches forward without pause. A bunker collapses. Dust floods lungs. Radios die in rubble. Major Harris claws with bare hands, but hope is buried beneath stone. Outside, tanks grow closer. Plans crumble. Only survival remains. In a village square, civilians run. A panzer turret turns, hesitates, and fires. A house erupts into flame. A mother screams. The tank moves on. War does not judge innocence. On the bridge, Sergeant Callahan understands. This is where they stop the tide, or die. He throws a grenade, buys a heartbeat, presses the detonator. Fire consumes steel and stone. The river swallows debris and bodies both. Callahan falls. The Germans cross anyway. Some battles are doomed before they begin. Somewhere in the ruins, Private Daniel Reeves writes a final letter home, hands shaking. Ink smears with tears. He folds it, closes his eyes, and meets dawn no more. His words will outlive him. Mines and barbed wire slow the German advance. Engineers probe the ground. One wrong step, and fire takes another soul. They press forward, terrified and determined. A whistle shrieks. Allied troops charge with bayonets. Machine guns tear them apart. A young soldier grabs his gut, blood pouring. The attack falters. The German line holds. A sniper drops a German officer. Retaliation is instant. The Allied marksman falls where he lies. A wounded soldier crawls through mud, screaming for aid. A tank rolls past without pause, his voice drowned by thunder. Retreat orders come. Men fall back under storms of bullets. Some don't get up again. A machine gunner fires until, click, jammed. Bayonets rush him. His scream dies in the roar. On a hilltop, the German commander watches smoke rise. Victory glints cold in his eyes. Captured Allied soldiers line a ditch. Rifles rise. A volley ends their pleas. A young soldier begs for life. The officer lights a cigarette as shots answer. His hands remain steady. The battlefield becomes a cemetery. Bodies lie twisted in mud. Survivors move like ghosts, hollow-eyed, carrying nightmares no words can hold. Yet one battered Sherman tank still crawls forward, stubborn against fate. Captain Harris scans smoke-filled ruins. Radio dead. Crew exhausted. But they push on. The cannon fires. German nest gone in flame. A brief silence. Then war screams back. Carter finds Baker dying beneath a broken tree. Blood darkens soil. Words too faint to hear. Carter grips his friend's hand. A promise made in silence. In another bunker, Major Klein smirks. Reinforcements have arrived. The trap is ready. In the forest, Allied soldiers gather like shadows. Reynolds checks ammunition. Henderson returns with news. The enemy is near. No speech needed. Every man knows. A whistle. Ambush. The Allies rise from the dark like vengeance. Grenades burst red. Bullets cut down ranks. Bayonets clash. Knives flash. Bones break. One man lives. One does not. The Germans flee, leaving the dead among the trees. Reynolds stands blood-streaked. No cheers, just breath and survival. Hours later, they find supplies, food, medicine. Hope returns like a candle in wind. They smile for the first time in days. Dawn comes soft and cruel. A German. Commander watches the horizon. Another assault awaits. Allied soldiers brace in trenches. Engines hum from afar. They will not run. Artillery rips the sky open. Shells rain fire. Men fly like rag dolls. Return fire answers. Tanks explode. Smoke devours daylight. One soldier charges, empty-rifled, bayonet raised. He falls, but others break through using the second he bought. German infantry swarms through breaches. Retreat turns desperate. A soldier collapses carrying a wounded friend. Some weights are too heavy. The German commander removes his helmet, drenched in sweat. Victory tastes hollow. Allied survivors regroup, fewer but unbroken. A medic works. A sergeant commands. They rise again. A soldier finds a photograph, wife and child smiling. He tucks it close like armor. A radio crackles. Halt. Guns fade. Silence grows heavy. The cost of victory drips into the mud. Graves are dug. Crosses stand like ghosts. A soldier writes truth into his journal, ink shaking with memory. In German, tense laughter rings hollow. Faces show shadows victory cannot erase. A lone man stares into fire, hunted by memory. The battlefield sleeps under smoke. Bodies stretch far as sight. A letter is read aloud. Tears fall. Ink blurs. Words meant for home will arrive without their writer. Commanders know the war continues. More will die. But soldiers sharpen resolve, broken yet unbowed. They march again. A lone soldier lifts a child from rubble. Small hands cling. Humanity flickers. New recruits arrive, innocent. Veterans watch silently, knowing innocence fades fast. Officers plan lines that tomorrow will turn red again. In a shattered church, a soldier whispers a prayer. Candlelight trembles like hope. Men sleep, waking from nightmares with the crack of distant guns. Under moonlight, soldiers move like shadows, mission burning inside. A lone figure stands at the edge of ruins, smoke behind him. He breathes the silence of survival. Dawn returns. Orders fall. Boots march. The war is far from over. But as smoke clears, one truth remains. The most ruthless day has ended. Yet its echoes will haunt history forever.